racial
pussy,
slur.
pussy! That's the first thing everyone joins into.
Welcome.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Hello there.
Como estaters.
There are 2 dead bodies. 2 dead motherfuckers.
There are
Two kids gonna die tonight.
2 victims were Ibuki Miyoda and Hayako Saionji. Ibuki Miyoda's case of death was crushed limp as a result of choking, no other external injuries from being hanged.
2 for the price of 1.
Saionji's death was blood loss due to the throat being cut slit by a sharp-edged tool that appears her death was instant. There were blood stains on the soles of Ibuki's feet. The rope used for hanging, according to Mikan, there is no doubt the cause of Ibuki's death, her death was from hanging herself. She was watching way too much Low Tier God.
Damn. That's it. Low tier god killed Durst.
No, Bam.
Are we doing Durst or are we doing Bam?
Yes.
Fred Margera.
Maybe both.
Would Fred Margera be more iconic or Bam Durst? Key to the motel room that Saionji was staying in was buried deep within her kimono, so it was pretty difficult to retrieve. Pardon me.
No.
A thick scrap of paper was stuck to the baton lighting. Curtain at the very back of the music venue's stage was not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. It looked like it was brought from the supermarket and not something that was originally here. Stepladder was found in the music venue stage. On this music venue stage, tipped on its side. On its left side, a slight bloodstain can be seen. A slight bloodstain.
No, that was a side facing the camera when we saw that live feed is, but
A candle was found in front of the music venue. It looks like the dim light from the surveillance camera video was actually the light from this candle. Surveillance camera unit put inside the music venue for communication purposes for quarantine reasons. It's been smashed to pieces and no longer works. The AC temperature was cranked up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It was extremely hot inside the music venue because of the heat. Smudge on the floor. Evidence of bloodstain was wiped off the floor of the music venue stage. Since Ibuki had no open wounds, it was believed the blood belonged to Hyoko. Semi-transparent glob. Ew. Who got Slimer on the stage? He slimed me. A strange glob was stuck to where both music venue doors touched each other. Right up until Monokuma's announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterward, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Shibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital shows the person dressed in the hospital gown wearing a hemp bag on their head as they willingly climbed to the step ladder towards the news. After Fuyuhiko met with Mikan at the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater, the Electric Avenue. We gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. But didn't find anyone. Apparently Fuyuhiko and Mikan were the only ones were only separated for a short time. Sonya's account. Hyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she wasn't able to tie it on her own. That's when Sonya apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue's storage room. Invitation ticket was prepared by Monokuma. 1 ticket was passed out per person, and the date the ticket was passed out was printed on the ticket. A Monami tote bag that was sold at the movie theater, limited edition item because only one person could buy it. Apparently you get another bag for free when you use it. Monka, Wizard of Monami, the movie, directed with a total of 3 deaths in the film. First, Scarecrow died, hanging herself. Next was the lion that was pumped full of arrows. Finally, Monami chopped the Tin Man, died by getting chopped into metal pieces. And that's it.
Do we have any final predictions?
I
It's
still
a tough one
say
to
that
think.
it's... I still say it was somebody at the hospital.
You know what? Someone might shoot me for this, but since all this originated from the hospital, the only other person who was at record of the hospital was, besides us and the people who were sick, was Mikan.
So tugging my heartstrings in that.
That would be pretty fucking ironic. The nurse is the killer.
Hear him out. Matt's been right before.
I swear to God, if my off-the-shot guess is going to be correct, I can hear Biddle saying, "God fucking damn it!" I can hear Biddle. He's not here, but I can hear him yelling at me.
Hold on,
No,
hold on. I know how to summon him. Hey, Biddle. I like a Travis Scott meal.
Just immediately joins. Fuck you, leaves.
Fuck you!
You make that prediction, and when Bill stops whatever he's doing and has like a cold sweat, like
He just like has a sweat, sneezes like someone's talking about Danganronpa. God damn it, Matt! What are you doing?
and
Anybody else? Joey, what's your pro dick?
it's a really tough one for me because you threw out this like suggestion earlier. Yeah, maybe Nagito might be a suspect, but I'm not 100% on that. So
Well,
like,
here's the thing. The thing I'm banking on is if Nagito were to try, it would probably be the same thing like the first time, and someone beats him to it.
but how often in the series in these games do lightning strike twice?
At least twice.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it could be a possibility. Not 100% sure. It's like freaking. I mean, Mikan, I highly doubt it, but weird shit has happened in the past. So like, what else? Like, honestly, one of my bigger suggestions is kind of soda because someone had to set up the the freaking what do you call it, the surveillance device. Like I sent someone was also in the freaking club, like to freaking barricade the door and freaking string a Pyoko. So like he supposedly he apparently came in. Hold on. He supposedly came into the scene after we discovered the second body, but someone had to, if whoever barred the door had to lock themselves in. So,
But there was that semi-transparent stuff.
It's not really transparent stuff. I think it was that, and as well as like a pool stick that was barring the door closed. So,
But there's only one way in.
yeah, one way. Yeah, only one way in. So whoever barred the door shut did it from the inside. So like inside, so they locked themselves in there, so they could string up a Pyoko and then just hide somewhere. So that way when everyone else burst through the door and examine everything, they could slip it behind the crowd and act like they came into the front door. So
I think what happened is the killer went in there, strung up the thing, set it all up, and then put adhesive there. But they tried to make it seem like somebody was in there with the broken pool stick. So, shall we begin?
I should probably close Warframe and watch the live stream, shouldn't I?
If you
I'm
want
the lead
to.
investigator here. Well, as the case I'm the lead investigator here, I feel like I should be overseeing things.
What does that make me? Columbo? One more
If
thing.
anything, I'd probably be Columbo because it seems my guessing just seems to be correct. So I tend to pull the just one more thing bullshit a lot.
Hold on.
All this happens while with the whole despair disease and whatnot. So like, apparently Ibuki had the gullible disease. So
Such specific diseases.
yeah, and
Ibuki had the gullible disease. What was it?
Nagito had the liar's
Liar's
disease. He's
And Akane
mean,
had what was it?
I forget what her disease was, but it
Made her
incredibly-
depressed.
Yeah,
It was a coward's disease.
coward's disease. Okay, but
Why coward?
you
She
know.
was just fucking crying over everything. That's not being a coward. That's just being depressed.
She was scared of
That's-
everything.
That's not a meme. That's just anal sex.
And ask Monokuma. He's the one that came up with the name of the disease.
And it
He's very
disappeared
bad
just
at
as
naming
quick.
diseases.
Yeah. I mean, and and Nekomaru, he's apparently still in the hospital. Like,
He is seeking the medical help.
yeah,
He's seeking the old blood.
yeah, supposedly, but when question why he isn't here at the trial.
I don't think he could kill anyone because he was hit with a bazooka.
Ooh. Yeah, like.
I don't think I'd be filled with much murderous intent after surviving a fucking bazooka to the face.
Obviously, I don't. Yeah, obviously,
He's probably not there because he can't be moved.
It'd be interesting to see how someone can try and control a double murder after taking a fucking rocket to the face.
I would more be amused if someone tried to kill him. Like, how are you gonna kill a robot? If he does become a robot. Yeah, I remember my prediction was calling him RoboCop.
You Robo-Q, Metal Q,
Metal Gear you.
I could cure you. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, if
Matt.
he does become a robot, how the fuck would you kill him?
You just take him apart.
Put a magnet on him.
No, not disassemble, no!
RoboCop
No.
disassemble. Fucking bullshit.
I remember me talking about him becoming a robot. If that happened to him, it would be funny.
Dead or alive, I sing for you.
Dame. No, wait a minute. The old fucking robot. Dame.
I just more imagine Dame Dama, but it's dial-up tones.
Don't tempt me, homie. I will find that.
If you edit that, I'll be fucking amazed and be laughing at it. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, that's because we need answers to this one because I'm very stumped with this one.
We got a news update, so let's just jump into it.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class. During the class trial, you will
We know all
if you
this
vote
shit.
Correct, I'll punish everyone. Oh well, who cares about
Don't
this
mash
boring
too
explanation?
fast.
Let's get on with it
Exactly,
already.
he's got it on
like
point.
studying the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Cool.
Liar.
Maybe you should stay asleep.
Even if you do grasp it,
Sleep's good for the psyche.
the heck out of us, aren't you?
Alright, we need to
Maybe.
grab Chong as the witness.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're
You don't
fine.
get anything.
Your head's empty anyway.
Empty
Rude.
head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
Are you trying to
The
prove
emptier your
my
head,
theory,
the
huh,
more crazy
Soda?
stuff inside it, you know?
Girl,
I think Denji
calm
was
down. Your
gay.
tits are out. And Jimmy just saw him.
Jimmy,
Dude.
What?
I never even think about that. Jimmy's like, I didn't think about it like that.
Anyway,
Akane, please
Yeah,
find
we
your
just
shirt
come-
button.
trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki,
His name is
and Hyoko.
Gundam? I just called
Yes,
him
his name is-
Gundam.
Yeah, his name's Gundam.
We've been
Gundam
playing this game for
Tanaka.
how long? You just noticed it.
Yeah,
We've
I
been
didn't
playing
really
this
pay
for-
attention when someone said his name.
My
I just
God,
called
this
him.
is
I just
session
called him
12.
Ham.
My good Sir Howdy. I must inform you that part of the reason why me and Matt are friends is we're both kind of dipshits. Thing is, though, I'm more the dipshit. I do not
You're
see a
still
fucking
shittier.
halfling hitting my shins.
He's more the dip. I'm more the shit.
One half dip, one half shit.
Dumb and dumber.
I'm the valley, he's the uncanny.
I still love that friggin'
So Hajime and I had to
Mr.
sleep in
Ramsey's
our cottages.
X out. It's just a fork and a knife.
Wait a minute, is Ibuki picks? Like
I
drum
think it's
picks?
just normal X, but they look like drumsticks, but it could just be a normal X out.
Yeah, it's probably just an X.
Yeah, I mean, I know one line looks more like a drumstick, the other looks like a regular line, so I think that just it's a regular X.
Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Doubtful, but I don't see any blood on that.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Nothing!
I tried to stop him.
Absolutely
I
nothing.
rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue.
Boring.
By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
I'm still thinking of the ending of SpongeBob
I should tell the others right
SquarePants, where
away,
after
so I
he's
headed to
done,
the
he's just
motel.
hanging from the ceiling.
I'm right here.
Why the
Over
motel?
here. Hang on, I got him.
Because it was
I'm
close
on
to the
it.
music venue. And unlike
And he's
the
still got the
hospital,
fucking
there were
high
more
heel legs.
able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I read with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Motherfucker,
Get your
keep
head
it
out
in
the
your
fucking
pants.
Don't say it like that.
Keep it in your
It'll confuse
jumpsuit.
people. After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue. But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar. That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, How do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
God damn it,
He's
Nagito!
not the one with the liar disease, liar.
I was like, Nagito, you're being sensible. Wait a minute, god damn it. Stop being me.
Sorry,
Time
Say
to...
what now?
I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body,
He's got a point.
then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right? Lie?
That's
Why
also
would I lie?
true.
Obviously.
Oops.
So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
You know Nagito does have a
Do you
point.
doubt me?
Kind of does, like from his,
He,
from
technically,
everyone
he
else.
is correct.
Yeah, from everyone else's point of view, yeah.
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Come on, Jimmy, try to prove it to me.
Wait. I know how to.
You figured it out.
Kick Gary in the balls.
That works.
Alright, what are our bullets here?
Hajime's testimony
It's the
is
movie
clearly
invitation
suspicious.
ticket. Because it show... Okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, Nagito saw the movie first.
Well, no, we're proving, like, exactly, why I can't be the killer. Thing is, though, its date when it's passed out. The date it was passed out is printed on the ticket. Meaning, of course, since I watched it afterwards during the investigation, I'm innocent.
Alright, now you just have to figure out what to
And
shoot.
the fact that Ibuki hung herself.
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all,
I mean,
Hajime's the only witness.
Why would
Again,
Hajime lie?
Nagito is doing what he
Obviously, because
normally
he's the
does what he's
killer.
doing, but he actually has
Did
a...
Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
No, that's wrong.
Sorry, Jimmy, my brain is working this time.
I have the truth clock.
I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Also, I really should have downloaded that clip from Bully Honor Roll, where it's just, out of nowhere, I kick Gary in the nuts. Ah!
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
God damn it, Nagito!
He plays both sides if it's in the name of hope.
His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what
That's
are you
also
doing?
true.
Well, since we're
I'm
opening with
going
your
off the
witness
rails.
testimony,
I'm being a
solidify
shit,
the
Jimmy.
I am off my meds right now.
I was never on them to begin with. Yeah.
Actually, it is.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this
He's
isn't
got a
game.
point. He's just a crazy bastard about it. Like his hair.
You're one wild and crazy guy.
What a waste of time.
Nagito, I want to have a drink with you.
I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
I wanna get, you know what, I want you to drink an entire bottle of Everclear.
Do it. Do it for the name of hope.
Do it for the vine.
Do it for the Vine neighbors.
Hypothetically, Nagito always says like, he wants to help, he wants to help someone else carry out a murder, all in the name of pitting hope against despair. But knowing him, he probably would help someone else commit the murder. Then when it gets to the trial, be like, hey guys, I know who the Blackened is.
I feel like he would do that
Well,
more the
then,
case egg the
Since
killer
we
on
know
by being,
Hajime's
well,
testimony
himself.
is reliable,
Go on, do it. It'd be
let's
fun.
move on to the arguments.
Fuck it, I need more water.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
I'm too sober for this. I need more water.
Yeah, I'm positive.
No more weed soda tonight.
Then that seals
No, I
it.
haven't drank any.
Ibuki committed
I ain't fucking
suicide.
drinking that. Even though I have tomorrow off.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
I mean, you'd be
Unless
surprised.
she unless Hiyoko died before Ibuki.
Well, the killer really knows what they're doing.
That's why the killer
Yeah,
stalled
because-
for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
I'm still sticking to my guns.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, they technically came in after, but I was gonna bring up how Gundam would be he won't have an alibi, but we did run into him at the hotel like before we ran back to the music venue. So.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if
There we
Akane
go.
and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
He's in the hospital.
but
He's correct.
Kinda,
He's dead.
he's kind of. Yeah,
He's
kinda-
correct.
Why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop
I'm
making
always
bad
up to
jokes.
something weird.
I'm into kinky shit.
Anyway,
I don't
if the
know.
killer was hiding
Nekamaru's
inside
currently
the venue,
kind of, you
we
know,
should obviously doubt the
post
Yeah,
bazooka. He's kind of in post bazooka
kinda-
surgery right now.
He's kind of dead at the moment.
He's not 100% confirmed, but he's as far as we know, he's currently on death's doorstep.
See,
He's
there's
MIA
dead, and then
via
there's
bazooka to the
mostly
face.
dead. But your friend here is mostly dead.
Teetering on the brink.
It's-
Backing us into a wall.
It's just a flesh
Is
wound.
professional skill?
I'm a Yakuza, so... Yeah.
No, he's a manager.
I'm talking about Fuyiko.
Anyway,
On the
See
top.
what they have to say,
Yep.
or we commit
The
to a
killer
bullet.
is still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, because I'm still sticking with my fucking gut on the door.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from
And
the
try
inside.
fast forwarding.
No, that's wrong.
There we go.
Oh, well, you don't know. Well, fuck what I was gonna say.
Hold on a second.
You're wrong,
Possibility
dipshit!
that the door was locked from the outside.
Sorry, what was your suggestion?
Oh, I mean, didn't. Yeah, yeah, I mean, wasn't Akane bringing up how like about the drumstick being the thing the bolt and to keep the door barred shut? I mean, that was highlighted blue, so I figured you would use the semi-transparent glob as like something to back that up as well. Like, hey, that was probably blocking the door alongside the drumstick, but no, obviously that's not the case.
Yeah,
From the
because
outside.
they weren't yeah, because they weren't in the inside.
There's a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door.
There's a
That's what they
semi-transparent
used.
glob. You said
They
that so
glued the door
soft.
shut.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Wrong. Not rubber. Flubber.
Glue.
Flubber. Was it rubber at all?
Glue.
Well, it's adhesive, so...
I see. That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glow-in-the-dark glue. You know, Nickelodeon Gak.
Glue?
Yeah,
Flubber.
I think so too.
I ate it.
Hold on.
It had a firm gel.
Yeah, that's glue.
And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Girl, I love you to death, but fucking Christ, you know what glue tastes like.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
It reminded me of kindergarten.
It reminded me of kindergarten. Oh my
You
god.
eat the glue and you eat the glue.
No! No! You know what you do eat? You eat fucking Play-Doh like a normal child!
Actually, the only weird thing I put in my mouth was crayons. I bit one in half
Play-Doh
once
is
and went thick.
non-toxic.
What?
Play-Doh is mostly potato starch, so it is non-toxic.
I
Good
just
to
broke
know.
a crayon in half with my teeth. I just went thick.
Did you happen to watch an Eddie episode before that?
Wait a minute, theoretically I just reminded myself there was one dumb thing I did. I tried eating fucking bubble soap.
Bubbles?
Yeah, because one of the things, it was like an episode of SpongeBob. I think it was like Naughty Nautical Neighbors when they're blowing messages back and forth. Patrick fucking dips his wand, it puts it in his mouth, and then fucking dips it again and then blows it.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I'm sorry, but part of me wants to edit this to say, shit, I lost my edibles.
Shit, I lost my edible glue.
Shit, I lost my drinkable.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
It's not
Thank
advised to
Glue was
eat
only
glue.
applied to the areas where both doors
You know, unless you want to die.
By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
She's thinking like us.
Are you saying
Versionary
the drumstick
tactics.
was a trap the killer set
Virgin
on
Mary
purpose?
tactics?
Diversion
said
tactics.
Diversionary tactics. Get your ears checked.
Diversionary. The Virgin Mary.
Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
The Virgin Mary tactics. Immaculate Conception.
When you're
15 minutes for me, Sonny!
Took 15 minutes for
When your favorite VTuber finally reveals they've been a guy this whole time, I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Then you end up pissing off both sides.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer
I'll give you
murdered
10
Yoko
minutes.
and created a
10
closed
minutes
space.
playtime.
No, it's 3 minutes.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Take it again, webhead. The ad said you take them down in 3 minutes. You did it in 10.
Jesus
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Christ,
I know
dude.
it
You
was-
are moving at a snail's pace.
I'm like, yeah, I know it was 3 minutes.
I know.
I'm making it.
Yeah, I'm making a joke while also referencing the game. You fucking idiot! I need to stop.
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Girl! Don't you fucking dare.
If they couldn't have
Don't
done it
fucking
while
dare.
Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that. But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right? And when you went back with everyone else, Hyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of
At
paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Probably
It's-
wallpaper.
Really? Hangman's Gambit? Oh well.
How many bucks we get?
We don't need no education.
We have the perfect amount of spaces for wallpaper.
I wouldn't put them so close to the edges of the screen.
Come on, someone give me a
fucking
W.
Give me a- I need a W.
There it is.
W.
W. There's the W. W.
Push.
Oh, we need an
Hey.
A.
Oh, hey, hey, hey. Hard R.
No,
As in
don't
hard.
do the hard R.
Hard edges for the hard R.
Give me
Give
an
me an
L.
L. We need to give him an L. And
Here's
another
another
L.
L. This guy really sucks.
He only gets
Oh.
one W and two L's. We need the P.
Remember you could customize. Remember you could concentrate. Why is that R moving so slow?
Wow.
We need another
Give me
P.
an
Do you not know how to spell paper?
He pressed Y instead of A to get rid of the letter.
E.
E, 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 E,
You did it again.
Forgive me.
You were sending you back to first grade.
No, he's confusing his fucking buttons.
I'm confusing the buttons. Don't make me use the Hangman Gambits to spell out what I think of you.
But then you'll just take damage. R.
Or
You're part of the fairly agitated gentleman greeting honorary Taylor syndicate.
What?
Part of the wallpaper in the
Fairly agitated gentleman greeting honorary Taylor syndicate.
there you go.
I might be saying the word incorrectly. Honorary, as in,
Yeah, you
pissy.
Ornery.
Ornery. Yeah, there you go. Because that would be an H, not an O.
I could just mentally hear the fuck you. You're saying honorary.
Ornery.
Like the honorary Taylor. Not ornery.
Ornery.
There you go. I just heard the silence is just a mental fuck you.
Fuck you, you stupid fuck.
See? It fits perfectly.
Perfect 36.
So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyogo's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me
Hi there.
isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper,
You're nobody. You don't exist.
Hey Biddle, you want to hear who I think did it?
Who do you think did it?
Given the suspicion of the most things that have occurred, my half flag guess is Mikan, and I think it was how he says, "Don't do my heart like that." Though Mikan is acting kind of weird during this trial.
Mikan's acting weird.
Yeah,
Logic Dive, the best
she's talking extra down of herself.
Whole day. Remember? You could accelerate.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ow. Ow.
You know what? Do you want me to fucking interrupt and start doing fucking Lawnmower Man music?
No.
Question 1. It was hidden.
I mean, that's a bit obvious.
No. See, if we're gonna play some music with Logic Dive, here's the best music right here. Here's the best music right here if we don't play music during Logic Dive.
Oh boy.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
We're doing the special stage music.
Yeah, we're doing the special stage theme.
Question 2. The wallpaper. It sounds like you're half doing Duel of the Fates and...
Phantom Menace looking a bit different.
Alright. They cover the pillar.
They filled the wall. That sounds funny, but it's not right.
it's all coming together.
This is how it happened.
It's all coming together.
All the answers were right. All the answers were
Hyogo's body was hidden before we found
Red.
But it would have taken quite a long time to take
Fuck our alarm.
Apparently they didn't agree with that.
I can't see.
There comes the motherfucker! Apparently they didn't agree with that sentiment.
No, I think some dipshit just fucking slammed on their horn to get the attention of somebody living next door.
Probably.
They hid the pillarman.
By wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
Let's take a look at that again.
When I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyogo's body was already there.
Hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Some may right.
I didn't realize that at the time.
Yeah, it's like we were distracted by the fucking. We were distracted by the
It
fucking
makes
body.
sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
Man, these emo rock stars have very elaborate shows.
Also, when we find out who the killer is and everything, I'm gonna point out something that
Okay.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers is to make it look like that killer.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Sussy.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on it.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very cold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen...
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies.
You're pretty noisy. For someone who...
This is filler!
No, wait, no, we may think that, but there could be something important.
Remember what we said? Remember what we said in the beginning of the first game? Listen to everything. Everything.
That's
is
why
important.
I'm speed reading.
It's like everything is important. Even the things you don't think is important is important.
Also, that's how Monokuma finally gets it's defeated. Monokuma takes him to court for copyright infringement.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, remember Chester, don't be like those people that don't do side quests and then complain about not knowing some information.
God, those fucking people are so
They be like, oh, how did you figure this out? Oh, I did the side quest. Oh, I didn't do the side quest. Well, that's why you didn't know it.
Well, that's why you didn't know. So it's your fault.
It's your fault you didn't know. It ain't the game's fault.
You mean the game isn't gonna automatically spell all the important stuff out in big fucking letters for me? That's stupid.
That was me with Andromeda, but I thought of one that really fucking fits very arbitrarily. Why does it take so long to get weapons in San Andreas? Well, quite clearly you didn't get the 100 spray tags to get the AK, Sawed-Off Shotgun, and Tech 9s early on.
Was it Tech 9 with the high tops?
No.
Or the Uzi with the low tops.
Nah, high tops. In fact, I think CJ defaultly wears black high tops.
I'll just wear these, Dan.
I'll just wear these, Dan.
I'll just wear these, Dan.
What's funny is that you could see him wearing those in the
Yeah, you
shot.
can. Yeah, you can. Like when
That's
the
the funniest.
like when
that's
the
the funniest
police thing, the police part. Yeah, he's wearing them there.
Or when he's like, or when they're in front of 40s and 9s.
Yeah, I'm going and get me a malt like a Slurpee.
Not just that.
Run across the shore, give me some
Hyoko
barbecue
getting
potato
taped up
chips.
after her death matches the
Ooh, I can
lion's death.
change.
Hell no, hell no, fool. That's a $10 food stamp.
I
Let's bring
never-
my change.
I never correlated Hyoko's death with the library.
It's as if
Or the library.
Hold up, did I?
Killer go to all this
What the
trouble
fuck?
in the
You
first
skipped.
place?
Hold on, bring up the log.
Yeah, I knew Ibuki's death matched the Scarecrow's, but I never like correlated like Hyoko being the lion in that case.
Yeah, I mean the Buki's one was pretty obvious.
So then who? So I guess the Tin Man would be the Blacken in this case. So.
The Tin Man?
Based
Now
on
who
what we
did-
know, the reason the killer
You're a
chose
Tin
the-
I have a feeling the
the
Tin
Tin
Man
Man.
might. Nah.
Whose punishment's gonna be death via dismemberment?
Or here's a much more better question. Who has an allergic reaction to the makeup? Oh my god. My god, I just pictured. That could have been a fucking perfect example of a fucking way to do this case. That the fucking Tin Man just fucking has an allergic reaction to something and dies, and that's the Blackened.
Was it? I don't think it was an allergic reaction that killed him. I think it was just inhaling the paint.
Allergic reaction to the paint, the original actor, but they had to do a different actor. The
Oh, yeah, that's
original
right.
actor was rushed to the hospital.
Yeah. That movie's great, but the behind the scenes shit's fucked up.
Reason the killer imitated and two victims in that movie. Explain. Because they like movies.
To mix up the killing order.
I see.
That didn't feel like it was supposed to be that one.
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie.
Also, damn, I lost a lot of health from that Hangman Gambit.
Yes.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
By the way, Biddle, how's the Travis Scott meal? He's deafened.
I feel like Biddle's not gonna sully himself with a response to you for that shit.
He's answered it once, he's not gonna answer it again.
One time was funny.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean she's 15?
What?
I mean, you committed a crime.
I don't know why, but that came to mind.
What the hell were you referencing?
I'm not referencing anything, it just fucking sprung to mind. Theoretically, you know, I could have taken the high road though, because now you mention it, I could have made a Vine Sauce reference. What do you mean?
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess
Gonna
I'll
cry?
hear about the condition of Ibuki's
I'm gonna cry. Maybe shit.
I'm not
You want
even
forgiveness. You want forgiveness. Get religion.
That hardcore friend when you get to the end of something really sad and they turn to you. I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind. What a
Are you getting
Damn.
happy?
Oh, I see.
What a
You want me to
jerk.
explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Well, Ibuki died because she hanged
Put him in his
herself, right?
place.
That means when she was still alive,
Your fucking voice
she was
down!
on the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How right. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First,
And that's the part where that's my problem.
Quickly, Nagato, distract him. Do it again.
Nagito starts his bullshit at the exact same time, and Soda's head just explodes.
Well, she was doing something that's only possible if
Well, I guess we have two
Hiyoko-
blackened in this
It
case.
seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
I like how the hamsters are involved. They're gonna talk in circles.
Wait a minute. If there's a case where Gundam is a blacken, what's gonna happen to the hamsters?
The hamsters get executed too.
Yeah, the hamsters get executed too.
No, don't blame them.
They're practitioners to the murder.
Okay, how about this? Okay, how about this then? Would you accept the hamsters being executed if he used the hamsters to do something? Would that count?
Okay. Well, then he lives, and the hamsters are the blacken.
Feet were on the floor.
Again, the hamsters beat the blankets did not Gundam.
Wait, hold on. Okay, no, we gotta think about this.
Ah,
Okay, no,
That-
in order
You
to
didn't
be
even
the
let
black,
them finish
in order to be
speaking.
the blacken, you have to. In order to be the blacken, you have to do the kill.
Yeah, you have to deliver the killing blow.
Okay,
Howdy.
so what if the ham?
so what if we
Like
gave
Christ.
the hamster a knife and it fell on someone? The hamster's
Yeah,
holding the knife and they're dead.
I'm hearing the buzzing from Howdy's side. I swear. But God, it just makes me think of a fucking drive-through.
Yeah, howdy. You're trying to say something? I see you lighting up, but I don't hear anything.
Yeah, for some reason my speakers just gave out here. I'm gonna switch laptops.
Switch laptops!
Switch whole laptops!
It's like a fucking Call of Duty
reload.
reload.
At something without letting them finish talking first.
Okay.
That's your response to my thing, okay?
There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
Yeah, I have my laptop that I got 5 years ago.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna put
Oh,
some
God.
fear in your eyes.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Hey, Shepherd, you stink.
Shepard, you smell
What'd you
like
say about my
farm
persona, you fuck?
Does that mean
But,
you have a rebuttal?
Yeah, I like how your response to my question was just okay. I was like, I'm surprised you took a shot at something when you didn't let them all finish talking. You're just like, okay. Like, well, okay.
Instincts.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? It's a good line.
Except
Are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Calm down.
Oh my god, this entire time I've only been seeing 3% of Boy Maguire's true power.
The time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Fucking hell, what's this gonna be?
Candle.
There's a lot of swords here. Okay, so we're talking about shoes, so fucking...
The smudge on the floor, maybe, so...
Let's focus on things that could be inflicted by a shoe. So yeah, stuff on the floor. Candles have nothing to do with this.
Ibuki's feet belong to Hiyoko.
You have to swing.
Impossible.
My junk.
Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about what did you see, a nice nightmare?
I probably should have fucking shot with the smut. Had no blood on the floor.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's... Ah, impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Allow me to cut through your bullshit.
I like how we've become Corvo on this. We just have the truth gun and the rebuttal sword.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
You're wrong, dipshit.
You look closely. There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
Did you just randomly take a picture of that? Yeah. Everyone's gotta have a hobby.
When the killer tried to hide Yoko's body, they probably...
You're the reporter, you should know.
I'm a photographer.
The photographer's dead.
Probably didn't even realize it.
I missed the part that's my problem.
Jonah's a reporter, not a photographer.
So we'd
They have a camera.
Murders, right?
What is Jonah anyways?
I mean, he was a journalist before he like became the publisher at the Bugle. So.
I resent
Even if
that.
they're able to hide
Slander is
Hyoko's
spoken.
body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
It's liable.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Yoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Yep.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, None of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
Are you sure?
Was there not a...
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the
Are you sure about that?
Well, if the corpse is warm, it fucks with the time of death, because time of death is normally declared when the corpse is cold.
Oh yeah, the heat was cranked up and there's flames shooting out of the wall in that room. So.
Yeah, and it was tied to a light.
There's no one else who wants to object, right?
You know, you could just
Wait, if that's correct, then nobody has an alibi.
Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Except us, obviously.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Nagito, talk to him.
There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
We got Nagito
One
and
more
get
thing.
into a debate with each other.
One more thing.
You know, that's a mighty
Nagito's
fine
just the
mango
chaotic
vape.
embodiment of my brain.
One more
just
thing.
In the game.
They found a crumpled up piece of a mango vape cartridge at the scene of the crime.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Fuck, now I'm thinking of fucking Zoomer Columbo. Prop told me that shit was bussin' for real, for real.
Whoa, he's just like me, for real,
If
for
Gotham actually
real.
committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself.
No.
You know, I was feeling more depressed earlier, so I'm not gonna make a joke about that.
Unfortunately, that means
Oddly
there's no
wholesome.
Blacken to punish, but
Oddly
I guess
wholesome
I can always
Monokuma.
punish Monami.
Your life means a lot
yeah,
to me.
second Harley Quinn death.
Nagito?
Because I want another death for the compilation.
See, it's funny that he says that. I was just gonna say, yeah, remember Danganronpa 1?
Wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
It's like, he's like, look, even if there is no black and he can punish, he'll punish somebody.
Committed suicide due to a guilty
I went to the tough trouble of setting up this punishment. Someone's gotta go through it.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
That means anything can happen. Nah, hold on, motherfucker. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh,
you're wrong.
Oh, hold on. Chester has to exert effort to do something.
Halt.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to...
Halt. Present ass.
Right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If
Bro,
waited
she
until
fucking
Hajime
hanged
left,
herself.
That's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
Let's walk through this. So Ibuki, Ibuki faked hanging herself as soon as Hajime left and got off the noose and revealed Hyoko's body, then actually killed herself.
Look, guys.
You
Look,
think, Nagito?
Look, that may sound ridiculous, but remember, this is Danganronpa. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
And hanging yourself normally takes about 5-10 minutes to die of asphyxiation and loss of alcohol.
Look,
I
this
have
is
a
not, it's
question.
not out of the realm.
Because I'm trying to remember,
Shoot.
did we actually enter the Titty Typhoon before we saw Saionji?
Well, I mean, no, we went in
said
there.
that,
We
and
saw
you know what?
her.
I just realized the pillar. How'd they hide the body? The pillar. I am fucking dense as a motherfucker.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind.
Just one more thing.
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, just what was that video Hajime saw?
Committed suicide.
Yeah, that
According to
video.
you saw.
The Rainbow
Wait a
Connection is the rope that I used
Wait,
to end
where's-
it when Miss Piggy took everything.
Hold
Wait a
on.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Where's the long black hair?
You say that, but I'm also paying attention to the stepladder. See, there's no blood there.
Yeah, when we saw the stepladder with the blood, it was on the side that was facing the camera.
Hear me out. The hemp bag, it was a limited time deal, and when you buy one, you get 2 of them. Whoever the killer is, this is the person mimicking them.
Yeah, and they put the other hemp bag on Ibuki.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually right?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And
Wait,
since
hold
we
on.
established
Did he
that
just say
Naoto was
hang? You mean hung?
Hanged,
Hey.
hung, or both
Yeah,
correct.
no, I think hanged is. I think that's the right
Hanged
the
is what you
pronunciation.
use for when someone's going to die. Hung is what you use for when someone's already dead.
Oh,
Like
okay.
hanging.
I was like, hold on, grammar Nazi real fast.
No, I think it is hanged, but let me double check.
Is
Hanged
it?
and
Don't want
hung
to be
are
wrong.
the same thing. Like,
That
or we
means
hung
the
them by a
time that
rope,
the
or
murders
we
occurred
hanged
was
them.
before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Yes.
I
Operation Dua.
don't remember that GTA 4 mission.
The weakest alibi.
Find out where everybody was.
All right, Sonia, we'll destroy the weakest alibi. Your account.
And what about the others?
Okay,
Right before
hung is the
morning
past tense
announcement,
of hang when it means to suspend or
totally
be suspended.
sleeping in the
Hanged is
motel
past
room.
tense of to hang when it means to
Everyone at the motel
kill
is
someone
doing
by
that.
tying a rope attached above and removing
So
the support
everyone
from
who stayed
beneath.
at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
So there you go.
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease,
Yeah.
if nobody has an alibi, then
Yuhiko's door was locked when Mika went to get Hajime.
Okay, I was super far away, but I was able to hear what you said.
Heard what I said?
Yeah, when you talked about like.
Hold on, let's look at our evidence. The evidence, please, thank you. Once you have a moment. The evidence. What's Mikan's account?
It's just telling us where she was at the time.
Right before the morning announcement that morning was with Hajime, and the whole time afterwards was in the hospital. Search for Ibuki and leave medical. Wait a minute. If Uehiko was in his cabin the whole time, where did she meet up with? If Uehiko was in his cabin the whole time, where did Mikan go to meet up with him?
Like,
She apparently met up with Uehiko. If Uehiko was in his cabin at the time of the announcement, does that mean just Mikan just went to his cabin specifically?
well, I mean, no, I know, Mikan did try to go to Fuyuhiko's cabin like well before and well before the announcement, when she went to get Hajime as well, but she mentioned that and Fuyahiko's like his door was locked. Yet she was able to get into like Hajime's his cabin just fine because Ibuki broke the lock like earlier. So.
I'm no longer
That
safe.
doesn't make sense. If she could break the lock, she could have gotten to Fuyahiko's.
Well, that was before the despair disease stuff happened.
Yeah,
Okay, hold on,
yeah.
Matt. I think you're a little confused. It's only Hajime's door that's broken.
Yeah.
Tommy's wasn't broken.
So yeah, he locked his door to go to bed, and so.
Right up from the morning. That's where she was.
Got it. Where they kill her?
So even the way I'm thinking of it, the weakest one in my opinion is weakest alibi in my opinion is Mikan's.
You said Mikan?
That's the weakest one in my opinion. I don't really remember where all our bullets were in the clip. I saw Mikan's account.
We can exclude the sick people like me and a
Fuyahiko's account, Sonya's account, movie ticket.
Well, the ticket and the surveillance thing are pointless, so we just the accounts.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
No, that's wrong.
Huh.
No, it's wrong.
That's wrong, dipshit.
Wrong. Missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
Unfortunately.
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Yes, you were hugging his head like a stuffed bear.
Her thigh.
Yeah, thigh.
What situation is that?
Shut up, Soda.
Homie, I am going to forcibly put a chastity belt on you.
I'm gonna throw you in a cold shower.
Wow.
It sounded like you enjoyed that a little too much.
He did.
Monokuma's just there in the back, like, well.
What? Okay then.
Man, that's because she did.
Remember what?
Yeah, Chad move.
Well, that's gotta be your next Danganronpa.
I like how just like that.
Oh shit.
Bitch, and I thought we were an item.
Too much info.
Thank you.
She's the